I am award-winning published photographer and journalist Evan J. Thomas, and I'll be bringing you badass artists from the genres of music, art, sports, radio, as well as TV and movies. On the Badass Podcast, you will hear raw, bold, blunt, and honest conversation-style interviews where no topic is off limits. Check out the show at badassproductions1.com and go to the On-Demand tab and pull up the Badass Podcast where you can watch or listen to your favorite show. Get ready, because I am Evan J. Thomas, and this is fucking badass.
All right, what are we going to talk about?
You're the interviewer,
I
man.
know, I'm kidding. So, all right, do you know the new album? It
Yeah.
just came out Friday.
Yeah.
Number 5 on the rock charts for iTunes. Did you hear that?
I did. No.
Did you?
Yeah, no, it hit up to number 3 for a while.
Did it?
Yesterday, yeah.
The number 30 in the overall.
It's kind of bouncing back and forth,
Kinda
man.
hovering.
And then we hit number 17 on the overall. We had
Okay,
Billie
so you're
Eilish
there.
beat, and then it, in the early in the day.
It moved down a little bit.
Yeah. They sell a lot of albums, man.
Yeah, obviously the
Yeah.
pop. It's kind of hard
Yeah.
for indie bands to kind of
Sure.
do it yourself. So what are you
But
thinking
we were
though
up
with
there for a
that?
little bit, man. Huh?
How does that make you feel? That you know that you're doing this all yourself, no backing of.
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's nice. You kind of get to. We all just have a real tight group that gets to share in the rewards of the work, you know. So that's kind of cool.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
And been paying attention to the NASCAR car that you guys had.
Yeah, man.
The Blacktop Mojo
Yeah.
NASCAR car. Cat Meredith was talking about it outside.
Yeah, man.
It's like
yeah.
it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Kyle Tilley has been following us for a while. We've been kind of following each other on Instagram for a while, and he hit me up like a month ago or so, and just said they had a fully sponsored car for the race today at Indy, and was wondering. He's a big fan of the band, and wanted to know if we wanted to wrap the car in our
That's fucking crazy.
logo, man. Yeah, this is pretty nuts.
So what I heard.
It's weird seeing my ugly mug on the hood of a NASCAR.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Anybody, I think.
It's cool though. It's cool.
So you were down there in Indy yesterday.
Yeah.
You got to see the actual car, take pictures with it.
Yeah.
I mean, how did he start it and rev it and do all that shit?
He actually was nursing his shoulder injury.
I know him. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and so we didn't get to meet him. We got to meet the team owner, Matt Tift. Really nice guy. Live Fast Motorsports. They were real nice, very hospitable. They took us in their trailer, their little kind of lounge area that they have, and where they study the tapes and do all their race simulator, race studying,
Yeah.
I guess. And yeah, man, it was crazy. They were working on it when we were down there, and had the hood popped open.
That's awesome.
Got to look at the whole thing. It was really nice.
Just so you guys know, this is my first ever interview solo with Mr. Matt James. I've done I think 5 other ones that were
I'm doing
pretty fucking epic.
They were crazy, man.
That's
Last
some
one
really cool ones.
was the last one that we did, the Malort.
No, that was the
challenge?
one before.
Okay.
The last one was Machine Shop.
Okay.
You Ryan and I.
Yeah.
So we've done that one. We did the one on the bus. We did the one outside of underneath a tree.
Yeah.
So that was
We had a
pretty
picnic.
fucking
That was
pretty
nice.
fucking wicked that we've done all these.
Yeah.
You're wearing the fucking killer boots today. Look at those things. So one
Skins.
thing I noticed of you lately on stage, I gotta ask, what do you call? I call it the Matt James stomp.
Matt James Stomp.
Is that what you call it?
If that's what it looks like, then that's
Yeah.
probably what it is, I guess.
Am I labeling it now,
Yeah,
the Matt
yeah.
James stomp, or
I
you,
do
you
stomp
kind of do
around.
this little like?
I do stomp around quite a bit, yeah.
You do, but I kind of dig it because you're really getting into the music at that.
Yeah.
Especially the heavy stuff.
Moving and grooving, man. Yeah.
And what are you thinking about how it's already been out for like 3 days? The feedback you're getting on the new album, Blacktop Mojo 4. Do you call it 4 or just?
Yeah,
Blacktop
but
Mojo.
self-titled. We've just been calling it Album 4.
Yeah.
And, man, feedback's been good so far. I mean, I haven't really...
I'll be doing a review on it this week.
Okay.
So you'll be
Let us-
seeing that.
Let us know what you think.
I
Yeah.
would definitely see that.
Um,
A few of my favorite songs on that are "Do It for the Money." That thing.
I think that's one of my favorites, too.
I mean, just the beginning started out obviously with the voices, and then it just went heavy, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Like I turned to my girlfriend, and was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking sweet."
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, and then you have Latex, which is one of my favorites. Wicked Woman, obviously, is just it's a banger.
It's fun to play.
So yeah, then you've been starting the shows off for that.
Yeah, been kicking it off.
So, and the other day I was at the Sheboygan show up in Michigan.
Yeah.
rocking it right before the
Yes.
right after the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Which was kind of freaky because there was some lightning.
There was some wicked lightning that night,
Yeah.
man. It was cool, man. That was a cool show. There was like 10 people when we first started sound checking, and had to roll into it right after that, and just everybody kind of came.
In.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then I saw the Mojo Nation flag got stolen.
It didn't get stolen. We had it attached to
Okay.
Slaughter's drum tarp.
So
there.
it was fine.
So we're looking for it. But,
Okay.
we got another one.
Gotcha.
So it's
Good.
Yeah. Still up for auction on the Mojo Nation stuff. So they're doing a silent auction, I guess. Or,
Are they?
Yeah.
Still
to
doing it?
raise money for the Atea's Scholarship Foundation.
Okay,
They have
I
set
saw
up.
that.
So yeah.
Cool. So you guys, obviously, you were still doing some shows during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Here
We
in
got
the-
to do a couple.
You got to do a couple. You guys were doing something really cool that a lot of bands were doing. Was it Tuesday night? You do the hour jam sessions or something?
Yeah, Tuesday or Thursday, one of those days.
One of those days. But I mean, you guys were social media savvy during that whole time.
Tried
I mean,
to
your
be.
Patreon,
Yeah.
was just off the hook because I was on that. I
Yeah.
think I still am. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
But I
You should
mean,
get on there. We got some more stuff that's been
Do ya?
popping up because of the tour. Yeah.
Shit. Well, then I
Yeah.
think I still am. I just got to pay attention
Yeah.
to it. But so what made you guys? Did you guys change your outlook once the pandemic started on how you wanted to move the band forward?
I think it was just more about just keeping it going, keeping it rolling, not getting rusty. Just
Stagnant?
yeah. Just trying to be as creative as possible and do everything we could, man. Luckily, we lived in Texas, so we got to play more shows than a lot of bands did
Yeah.
because Texas was a little bit more open venue-wise, doing like half-capacity shows and
Yeah.
socially distanced shows and all that kind of stuff. So we got to do a few of those, and so that was nice. We didn't have to go a whole 18 months without being super loud, and doing the real thing. But had a couple of cool live streams. Got to do one with Clutch. Got to do like a acoustic storytellers thing. Got to,
See, that was awesome. I
um,
saw a few of those. I wasn't
yeah.
able to catch all of them.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was cool.
So did you guys just kind of wing it, or did you kind of obviously collaborated to kind of come up with these ideas as you went? Was it just like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, just to stay relevant?
A few of them were opportunities and stuff, and then like you said, the Mac and Cat show was kind of just something that we came up with. Cat and I used to travel around all the time before we started really touring and playing in the corners of bars all the time for 4 hours or so.
Well, crap, you guys do
And
this stuff in the
all-
middle sometimes
yeah,
too. When you
playing all the covers that we could think of, and just playing for tips and trying to make a little extra money here and there doing that. And so we thought it'd be fun to do kind of something similar to that, where people could. It felt like a virtual bar room kind of. People could come up and make a request, and we had like the screen set up to where we could see everybody's comments, and we could talk to people while we were doing it. And it was pretty neat.
One of the shows recently that you guys did was in, I think it was Johnsonville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was with South of Eden.
Yeah.
Those guys I saw a couple months ago. Actually, it was a socially distanced show in Cincinnati, right outside of Cincinnati. But those guys are fucking amazing.
Oh, they kick ass, man.
So, I mean, you guys together, I think that's a tour that needs to happen.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah.
And especially if you guys can get up here. I've been trying to get them up here to Rock House, which you
Yeah.
guys are going to be playing in November.
We are. Yeah.
Which I will be there
It's
as
gonna be
well.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
that's an amazing venue. So
Yeah.
if you've never been there, which I don't think you have, because if you have, I would have been there.
Okay.
So that's one
I
of the
can't
ones you haven't hit yet. So you will. So speaking of venues, you played everywhere, almost everywhere.
We played a lot of places.
A lot of places. Do you have a favorite venue that you've been to, or favorite like 5 or a couple?
Man, Rockfest is always badass. I consider
I'm talking
that.
clubs,
No, I
smaller
know.
clubs.
I consider
Rockfest
that.
is amazing.
I consider that a venue though, just because it's like a permanent structure that
Oh,
they
it
have
is?
out there. Yeah, it's a concrete big stage. They
Okay.
do a bunch of festivals out there. But clubs, the Machine Shop for
I
sure.
was gonna say
That's
that's literally my
usually-
number one right now.
That's usually number one on
Most
people's
it's
lists.
a lot of people's list that I've
Yeah.
asked so far.
It's always a great venue. We just played this badass place called the Original Bar in Minot, North Dakota. That's very, very cool
Is
room.
that the one Ryan told me about?
Very big setup. Nice stage. Awesome people. They have a shower.
So
It's nice.
one thing I want to ask you about when you go into a venue, do you ever check out the history or like who has played there? Just kind of
Yeah. We actually played this place. I think it was also in North Dakota, called the Goss Opera House. That was it's an old opera house that's been there for 100 years or something like
Jeez.
that. And it's
I gotta look this one
they've
up.
recently they've renovated it like over the past year, so it's really, really nice. Big hall thing. It actually has a ghost in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Rock
that
House does
was
too.
messing. Yeah, we had some weird things going on with our amps, some weird interference type of stuff, and after the
they didn't have any voices come through.
yeah, I don't know. It was some weird stuff. It was like some static and like heartbeat, like it was
So
a weird
did you
kind
guys
of
play
thing.
Static when that came
And then
on?
yeah, and then
Signal gone.
we checked the amps afterwards and nothing was wrong with them, and there was like no. They've worked perfect ever since.
No light flickers
No.
or anything like that.
No,
You wouldn't know
but,
though because you're playing.
we talked to the people that put on the show, that put on the show and everything, and the manager of the place, and she said that that's Maud.
There's
Actually,
a name for it.
yes. So there's an apartment upstairs that they have still. It's original, like all the original bricks and the wood floor and stuff.
Okay.
That's in there, and they have it like a piece of glass over the door to where you can look into it. And they said that Maud messes with stuff all the time in there. They said they've had shows in there
Crazy.
where like one lady thought the other manager lady was like peeking her head out from behind the curtain, walked into the office and was like, "Hey, did you need something? I saw you peeking your head out." She was like, "I've been in here the whole time."
Damn.
Yeah.
And what's this place?
That's the Goss Opera House.
Goss Opera House.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I gotta look into.
It's really cool.
So what to you makes a good venue when you play it? I mean, obviously the stage size is good, but like, what to you when you look out? Is it the lights? Is it the people? Is it the decor? The size?
Definitely the people, man. If you show up somewhere and people are really nice and then like take care of you, like feed you, showers are always a plus. Don't have those every night. So yeah, it's just the kind of the people always make for a good atmosphere. When you show up somewhere and you're like feel welcome and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about the lighting? 'Cause you gotta look good when you're on stage. You got this,
I mean most.
checked up. Bro.
No, yeah. Most places, I mean, I don't really think about the lighting or anything
Not at
like
all.
that. But yeah, I know a lot of photographers get mad about the
They
lighting
do.
and stuff.
I know a few myself. They get pissed off when.
I mean, there's a whole lot of ugly up there on that stage, so the lighting, the dimmer the better probably.
There might be ugly, but you guys are probably the most photogenic band I've ever seen. And I'm dead serious when I say that.
Thank you.
So it's just awesome. For me, just going into some of these venues, like I actually am starting a new podcast
Cool.
on music venues. This
Hell
is
yeah.
why I'm asking stuff
Okay.
like this. And I'm actually doing a background history on a lot of them.
Cool.
And one of them is going to be Machine Shop.
Yeah.
Rock House has already been done. Eventually the Forge, but I want to hit some of the ones around the country.
Yeah, man.
Have you played Southgate Revival Music Hall in Newton, Kentucky?
Have not. Have not done that yet.
One you gotta play.
Yeah.
It's an old renovated church.
Okay. That
And
sounds
it was
awesome.
the most epic place, one of the coolest places I've ever been to.
Yeah.
When I went to Machine Shop to see you guys,
Yeah.
that place was in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and just the crowd was like, it was sold out. It was amazing.
It's so weird, man. It's a weird energy in that place, man.
Yeah.
It's like a festival every night in there.
It basically is.
The crowd that shows up.
Because the bands that play there, it's like it's sold out every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like I see Nonpoint and Fozzy and you guys and Otherwise and
Yeah.
just whoever the fuck is playing. It's like boom.
Every time.
But there's like not many people who live there, so it's
Yeah.
like what the hell?
They come from all over,
At
man.
least they're not drinking the water.
Right.
So that's the one thing you gotta make sure.
Bottled water in Flint.
That's all you gotta
yeah.
do. Make sure you don't hit all the strip clubs on the one block. as
Yeah.
well. There's a lot of those right
Oh, yeah.
there. So coming on tonight, you guys have how many more dates? You got another month or so on this.
We
Round.
have,
On this run?
I think we have 7 more shows left, and then we get like a week off, and we have 5-show run up to Milwaukee we're playing at the Harley dealership there in
That's
Milwaukee
all right.
for the rally, and then we got a couple weeks off, and then we're back on the road till November. So
Damn. And you just love touring.
Yeah.
That's like one of your favorite things to do.
That was awesome, man.
I know.
You can't beat it. New city every day.
That's all. I mean,
Get
I
to
did
play
it once for 2 weeks.
Get to
it
play
was
rock and roll every night, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, obviously not being able to take a shower for a few days kind of sucks.
Yeah, but
If you don't have hair, like, oh wait, I do have hair today.
you do you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but normally when I don't have hair, I don't have to worry about shaving
Yeah.
or showering.
Yeah,
Just kind of rub down in something
Yeah,
that
man.
smells good, and you're good to go.
absolutely.
Man, I just love these interviews with you. It's so fun
Yeah.
to do. So obviously the socials, you got them all over. Blacktop Mojo.
Yeah.
Join their Patreon.
Yeah, check it out.
Definitely.
We got the tour diaries. We put out a video every week of little highlights and stuff of when we're not playing shows and just little shenanigans that happen.
You got any festivals coming up too?
We just
I know you did Rockfest a couple weeks ago.
we did Rockfest in Upheaval. That's a
People.
That's a new
That was
one.
in Michigan.
So that was a cool festival. That was the first year they've done
Gemini
that.
Syndrome was there too, I think.
Yeah. And we just played the Port Byron, Illinois Tug Fest. They do the tug of war.
Seriously.
They do the tug of war across the river with the LeClaire, Iowa. So it's across the Mississippi. It's a
That is.
big thing.
So
over
did
there.
you get to sit and watch that?
They were doing it the next night. So
Okay.
they have the bands the night before they do the big
Tug of war.
competition deal.
That's funny.
Um,
I gotta
So,
find that on YouTube or something.
It's pretty cool, man. It's a really neat setup. They shut down the whole main street of the town there, right by the river, and we got to play in an old they have a gazebo set up. It's like an old bandstand that you see on
Okay.
Andy Griffith show or
Yeah.
something like that. It's kind of cool.
Something just outdoors in the middle of like. the
Yeah,
woods
big
and stuff.
gazebo in the middle of Main Street.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, any venues that coming up that you're looking to hit that you haven't yet, that you're excited about? Any cities?
Man, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, I'm
be
gonna say
honest
Rock
with you.
House. So I'll just say
Rock House is gonna be
When I see you
cool.
there, I think that's November 4th,
Yeah,
if I can recall. So
probably.
Probably so.
You know better than me, sir.
I pay attention to what
Yeah.
you guys do all the time.
Yeah.
So make sure you get the new album, the Blacktop Mojo 4. I have it. I'm going to be reviewing it, so check that out. I could actually take my wig off now.
Oh!
Holy shit, this thing's hot, man. Fuck. It sucks, but I gotta
Yeah.
represent with
Oh,
the
yeah.
band, so
Oh, yeah.
I gotta do all that. Feeling good though.
Appreciate
But,
you.
yeah, check these guys out. Blacktop Mojo. Check out the Badass Podcast, Badass Productions, and the new Sounds, Stories, Stages,
I like
History of Rock Music.
I like it.
So that'll be coming soon. You'll be seeing clips of him and hearing him too. So thank you guys all. Matt James, Blacktop Mojo, coming to you from The Forge in Joliet, Illinois. Rock on. My man. I am award-winning published photographer and journalist Evan J. Thomas, and I'll be bringing you badass artists from the genres of music, art, sports, radio, as well as TV and movies. On the Badass Podcast, you will hear raw, bold, blunt, and honest conversation-style interviews where no topic is off limits. Check out the show at badassproductions1.com and go to the On-Demand tab and pull up the Badass Podcast where you can watch or listen to your favorite show. Get ready, because I am Evan J. Thomas, and this is fucking badass.